You know that feeling, right? When your partner says or does something and the emotional reaction you have just feels huge, way bigger than the moment seems to call for. It's something pretty much all of us go through in relationships. So today, we're going to dig into what's really going on under the surface when you get triggered.
So, why does it hurt so much? It seems like a simple question, but man, the feeling is anything but. A tiny little comment, maybe a promise they forgot, and suddenly this tidal wave of pain or anger just washes over you. And you're left just wondering, why does this specific thing cut so deep? Why does it feel so personal, so completely overwhelming?
And you know, our first instinct, our go-to reaction, is to look right at the person in front of us. We think, you did this. You are the reason I feel this way. We point to our partner as the direct cause, the starting point of all this hurt. It feels so logical, right? But as we're about to see, there's a much deeper story at play.
And this right here, this is the core idea that can totally change how you handle these painful moments. It's the absolutely critical difference between something being a cause and something being a trigger. Getting this distinction isn't just a neat little trick. It's the key to a whole new level of self-awareness and, believe it or not, healing.
Okay, so let's break this down, because this is huge. A cause literally creates a wound from scratch. It's the origin of the pain. But a trigger, it doesn't create anything new at all. Think of it like this. It's like someone pressing on a deep, old bruise you completely forgot you had. Your partner's action didn't create the pain. It just activated a pain that was already there, lying dormant inside you.
Right, so if this pain was already there, where on earth did it come from? Well, this takes us back. The source of these triggers almost always goes back way before your current relationship even started. They are basically echoes from your own personal history.
And we're not just talking about a bad memory here, like a story you replay in your head. It goes so much deeper. It's an imprint, a memory that is literally stored in your nervous system. So when a situation today feels even a little bit similar, your body just reacts automatically. Your shoulders get tense, your heart starts racing, you feel that familiar surge of emotion. It's basically a reflex from a time when that feeling was a real threat.
And these are some of the big ones. These really deep, foundational wounds from way back when. Maybe feeling rejected as a kid, or completely unseen in a busy family. Feeling overwhelmed by stuff you couldn't control. So when our partner does something today that even slightly reminds us of those old experiences, our entire system just goes on high alert.
And that is why the reaction feels so huge. See, you're not just reacting to your partner forgetting to take out the trash. You are reacting to that, plus the full, unhealed weight of every single time you felt unseen or let down in your past. Your reaction is a cocktail of this present moment mixed with a powerful echo from a long, long time ago.
Now, I know this might sound a little bit heavy, like, great, I'm carrying all this old baggage, but actually, this is where it gets really hopeful. Because when you recognize what's happening, you can reframe the entire experience. It stops being a relationship problem, and it becomes a personal opportunity for some really deep, meaningful healing.
And I absolutely love this quote. Instead of dreading these triggered moments, we can start to see them as a gift. Seriously, the trigger becomes a signpost, a little flashing light that shines on a part of you that just needs some attention and care. It points directly to the wound that's ready to finally be healed.
So what do you do with this? How does this actually work in the heat of the moment? Well, here's a new path forward. When you feel that intense emotion bubbling up, step one is to just let yourself feel it, without immediately pointing the finger. Then ask yourself, what old feeling does this remind me of? That simple question shifts the focus inward. And the final and most empowering step is taking responsibility, not for being hurt, but for your own healing. And following this path, wow, it leads to this incredible sense of freedom. The moment you stop believing that your emotional well-being is completely in your partner's hands, you take your power back. You realize the key to your own peace, your own security, it's been inside you all along.
And really, this is the big takeaway here. Your partner can be a loving witness to your journey. Of course, they can give you comfort and support, but they cannot go inside your inner world and heal your old wounds for you. That's your work to do. And that realization frees your relationship from the impossible job of trying to fix the past.
So let's just leave it with this final, really powerful thought. Your partner isn't the problem. They aren't the source of your deepest pain. Instead, through these triggers, they are holding up a mirror, showing you exactly where you have a chance to grow, to heal, and to become more whole. They show you where you still have to find yourself.